January 8th, 2011. It was a day many Tucsonans will never forget. 19 of our own were shot in a grocery store parking lot during a Congress on Your Corner event.
And 6 died, although the gunman was targeting U.S. Representative Gabrielle Giffords. She was shot point blank in the head.
And now, almost 6 years later, she sat down with her husband, Mark Kelly, for Tucson's first local interview.
And only on 4, how she is battling back. In her own words, Gabby's story.
So busy. Yoga twice a week, French horn, Spanish lessons, riding my bike.
Nearly 6 years later, life hasn't slowed down for Gabby. Her daily activities are endless, training now for 10 miles in El Tour. She and her husband Mark are always on the move. Mark's traveling 70% of the time, Gabby 60%.
Public speaking, political events.
But make no mistake, the wounds of that day remain. Gabby has limited use of her right arm. She walks with a limp. And while she knows exactly what she wants to say, she fights hard with daily therapy to find the words.
The condition that Gabby has is called aphasia, which is a difficulty with language. And it's incredibly...
Really sucks.
It's incredibly frustrating.
Yes. Nelson, come here!
Nelson is a service dog trained to help Gabby, by her side since almost the beginning.
Achoo!
Gabby's come so far. Nelson's just the family dog now, but still, he's a reminder.
Thank you, Bird. God, thank you.
It was a complicated day.
911, there was a shooting at Safeway where Gabrielle Giffords was. There was multiple people shot. Okay. Oh my God.
January 8th was a vivid day for Mark. At first he thought she'd been shot in the arm, and then he learned it was much more serious.
And I remember Peter Reed telling me, I asked if Gabby was going to be okay, and he says, well, I won't allow her to die. We've become very good friends.
During Gabby's hospital stay, Dr. Reed made a calculated move, taking Gabby to the rooftop so she could see the growing memorial outside.
He felt that if he didn't do that, she wouldn't remember anything about being in the hospital in Tucson.
Yes.
So we took her up to the roof.
Yes.
Parked her up there for, I don't know, you were up there for about 30 minutes and did some stuff, and then that's what you remember.
Yes.
The community outpouring has helped Gabby heal. 2 weeks after the shooting, she was taken by ambulance through the streets of Tucson, headed for a rehab hospital in Houston.
Randy wanted to make sure the windows were rolled down so Gabby could hear the people on the side of the roads, you know, like there to support her as she left Tucson. And who knew when she was going to come back. But I remember Randy saying, Gabby, do you hear that? Do you hear these people? And then I remember tears going down Gabby's face as she headed out of town. Do you remember that day?
No.
Gabby still has many of your gifts from that tragedy and was most impressed by
Afghans.
Yeah, blankets. A lot of blankets. A lot of blankets, a lot of teddy bears.
They symbolize all that has changed. Now Gabby's focused on what can change next.
You know, I no longer...
Move ahead.
That's all you got to do is move ahead.
Yes.
Don't worry so much about the past. So we're both focused on the future and, you know, how we can have a positive impact.
Focused on funding the January 8th memorial and on growing downtown Tucson. Before the shooting, Gabby campaigned for Tucson's modern streetcar. Now she wants to upgrade the Rialto Theater and bring more local jobs.
It will be a long, hard haul, but I'm optimistic.
Getting better all the time.
Yes.
A lot of hard work, though.
It's not her goal to get the old Gabby back. Instead, she's encouraging the new Gabby.
Better, stronger, tougher.
She's a tough one. Tomorrow on News 4 Tucson at 6 o'clock, more on that January 8th memorial and how you can help get it built.